So Mal, what is this green concoction?
It's gonna be an iced matcha latte, which is probably just a really bad misnomer because there's no coffee in it.
Wait, there's no coffee in it?
No, it's just tea.
Oh. But it's
Can it still be a latte?
I don't know. I don't know the rules of coffee. You'd have to ask Jeff. Seems like Jeff would be the person to know that. Huh. But you've never made this before?
Nope.
So you're not sure how it'll be?
Nope. You want to try it?
I'll let you try it first. I'm probably just having normal coffee this morning.
It's good.
Is it?
Tastes like matcha. It probably should, because I used some.
Yeah. You had bought this stuff. This, what is this called? Matcha powder?
Yep.
Whenever we were at Mitsuwa in, where were we? Chicago?
Yeah.
And she's held on to it since our trip in July. That's very good. Wow. I'm a little jealous.
You want some?
No, I'm fine.
More.
No, it's okay. You finish it up. I'll have a coffee, but that is very good. Hello everyone and welcome to Tuesday. Welcome to Halloween. That's the best spooky I could do. I mentioned it yesterday, but we're having a Halloween party kinda tonight. We're basically having Dan and Lindsey over. We're gonna make tacos. We're gonna bake cookies. We're gonna watch a spooky film, and we're also gonna have candy to hand out to any trick-or-treaters that may decide to come our way. We don't really have any direct decorations up, but we will leave the light on. So, huh?
We did.
We did have a fall-themed thing on the door until a bird decided to get into the house, and that was the end of that. But we might be getting some trick-or-treaters, not sure, so we have the stuff necessary to give to them. And I wanted to watch a scary movie tonight. I wasn't really sure what to watch, and I talked to the folks on our Discord server because I wanted to get a movie that was like, it was a horror film, but I didn't want it to be like too gory, much more psychological, less jump scares. I don't like jump scares in movies anyway, not because they bother me, but because I feel like that's a cheap way of getting a scare. I mean, there's different genres and subgenres of movies, so there's all sorts of different things that you can do in a movie. But for me personally, I would rather it be much deeper psychological, the things that eat into your brain, and then days later you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom and it bothers the crap out of you that you have to walk in the dark. That's the stuff I like. So I didn't want it to be too scary because Dan and Lindsey hate horror films, and I'm really trying to kind of bring them around to the idea that, you know, it's actually an okay genre. It's you know, it doesn't have to be filled with gore or boo, 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 boo. So after, you know, taking in some input from the members on Discord, I've decided that we're going to be watching the Babadook tonight, which, from what I understand, will fill those check marks where it's you know, it's a horror film, but it's much more psychological, much more environmental, and it's not like too spoopy, and there's not like a lot of jump scares, and there's, from what I understand, like little to no gore in it. So I think it'll be a nice match to make everyone go, ooh, spoopy, but also not, you know, scare them away from the genre for the rest of forever. And I think that's important. If you are someone who likes horror films, and you have friends who don't, because if you like horror films, you absolutely have friends that don't, and they don't want to have anything to do with it. If you want them to watch horror films with you, you have to ease them into it. My personal recommendation for that is Cabin in the Woods, and we would watch Cabin in the Woods tonight, except I really want to watch something I haven't seen, so that's why we're going with the Babadook. But Cabin in the Woods is probably my top pick for a movie, a horror film, to watch with your non-horror film loving friends. It's very smart. It still has the all the aspects of a horror film, but you know, it's not totally scary, and it's got some good twists in it that by the end of the end of the film, your friends will be like, "Oh man, I'm really glad I watched that," and I feel, slightly better about horror movies. That's the goal.
For Cabin in the Woods?
Huh?
For Cabin in the Woods?
Yeah.
It's also, there's a Left 4 Dead reference in it.
Which might be a reason for watching it, I guess. I watched it with Mal some time ago, and Mal also is not a huge horror fan, and she really enjoyed it. So I think for me, that's evidence enough that it's worth enjoying. Anyway, I'm gonna have coffee, and I never mentioned it. My mom made this literally incredible looking pumpkin bread. It's like a brick.
It is like a brick.
Holy crap. Yeah, I would probably not cut a huge piece off because I don't know exactly what went into this. I'm sure it tastes amazing, but I'm sure that it's not good for you. So I'll just have like just a little piece of my coffee, but it looks incredible. Mom brought that over yesterday. It was like, I was just doing some cooking. What do you think? About as good as you probably expected, knowing my mom. Good stuff? Mm-hmm. So, yeah, I'm going to have a nice little slice of that with my coffee, and we'll get started on our day. Dan and Lindsey are coming over at 5. It's currently 10 a.m. We woke up at 9:30. Once again, waking up earlier and earlier each day till we get back at the 7 a.m. thing. So they'll be here in 7 hours. And we got to work in the meantime. We're also doing something cool for lunch, so I guess I'll just check back in whenever it's time to start working on a very special soup. And here is said lunch. Mal has made a cabbage soup.
That's what it's called, but really there's more other vegetables than cabbage.
Yeah, it's not just cabbage. If you call it cabbage soup, you're kind of discounting the soup as a whole.
There's
what is in
tomatoes,
here?
green beans, bell peppers, carrots, celery, onions, cabbage, tomatoes. Did I say that?
Maybe.
There's a lot of vegetables.
And then it didn't call for meat, but you threw in.
We need protein.
Yeah, and you threw in it's turkey sausage. Turkey sausage. So, yeah, it looks delicious. It seems really hot. It just came off the stove. Have you tried it already? Mm-hmm. You're eating it. Is it good? Mm-hmm. Like something that...
It's just like a vegetable soup.
Like a minestrone?
Mm-hmm.
Is it good enough that you would, make it again?
With how much we have left on the stove, it might be a while before I make it again.
Okay. I mean, that's vegetables. It's probably a pretty healthy soup.
Yeah.
That's
cabbage soup is a fad diet.
Oh, really?
There's this fad diet where you make a cabbage soup and you only eat it for a week and you can eat as much as you want, but it has to be cabbage soup.
Okay.
I didn't make that for this purpose.
Oh, okay. You just made it because you just wanted to eat some veggies.
I wanted soup, and I like veggies.
And we've been trying to. I don't know if it's come across. Probably last night is not a great example because we went to Waffle House. But we've actually been trying to eat pretty healthy, and we've done a pretty good job. This is actually one of the healthier things I think we've made recently. I say we. I didn't touch this soup. You made this soup. I help with a lot of meals, but this was not one of them. I've been busy working on stuff. Once we finish this, get a few more hours, and then Dan and Lindsey will be over to partay. Trick or treat!
Trick or treat!
Oh my goodness, you guys are actually in costume.
Of course we are.
So wait, are you Marty McFly, but you're recording...
I'm recording Doc.
Oh yeah! Okay, at the beginning.
Yeah.
I get it. And you're a vampirist?
Generic Halloween
Generic
lady. I really don't.
It's me, generic Halloween lady.
I wish I had the fangs. If I did, I would have.
She's a sister of Bridget.
Yeah, there we go.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Sister of
Well,
Bridget.
come on in. We're
Thank you.
getting the party pumped up. Guess what time it is? It's 6 o'clock, and there's still no
Taco Tuesday?
trick or
It is
treaters.
Taco Tuesday.
But it is also Taco Tuesday.
It's also Halloween Tuesday.
It is Halloween.
No, it's
but
not. You just dress like this for.
but it's six.
funsies.
We haven't had any trick or treaters, and I don't know when that's going to happen. But we made tacos, so I guess we'll just wait it out.
And if we don't, we'll just eat all the candy. Tonight.
Sure. All right, so we just finished watching the Babadook, Initial impressions, if you have them.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna second what Dan said. Boy.
Oh boy. So, I the reason that this was chosen was because, like, on the spook meter, it's low, and that I think rings true. So earlier I had talked on the vlog about Cabin in the Woods being a really good choice for someone who's not super into horror. I think this would also be a good choice because there's basically like no gore in it, and the spookiness is pretty low. There's a lot. It's really complicated, and there's like kind of a lot to unpack. It's really basic, but also complicated. If that makes any sense. Did you guys like it?
It's nightmare fuel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, really?
Like,
Yeah.
you can say that it's not spooky, but you will have nightmares if you don't like scary movies.
Yeah.
See, I
Or
thought.
like when you're going to bed in
Yeah.
dark corners.
Or if the dog next door bumps into a wall 3 times.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I thought it was.
I mean, I appreciate that it's a unique plot. I always prefer movies and TV shows that are different and not like the same story over and over again.
Yeah.
But I don't like scary movies, so
Well, I thought like on the scare factor it was like pretty low. Like, it didn't seem to be like a lot of scary scares. Maybe I might have
I
been
mean,
alone.
the plot itself is terrifying.
I mean we might have to have a spoiler-ish discussion about this film.
Yeah.
Because I feel like I watched a different movie. But the little write-up on this thing says, Sam's frequent tantrums turn sinister when a creepy children's book mysteriously appears in his room and he asks his mother, "Do you want to die?" Okay, so like that reads as a plot that's frightening, but I don't know. A lot of the film, without trying to be like too spoilery, is it seems to be it's kind of a film. Okay, I'll say one thing. It's a film that makes you not want children. It's really good at that. And then number 2, it's a film that has a lot to do with sleep deprivation. Like, make sure you get enough sleep,
Yeah.
or your entire life will be bad. This,
You know that firsthand.
yeah. Well, I mean, I've never done some of the things that happen in the movie, but yes, sleep deprivation is a bad thing. I would recommend it. It got as far as, I don't know. I was kind of on a roller coaster a little bit in terms of how I felt about things. But overall, I really liked it. And everyone else seems to think that it was nightmare fuel. Okay. But you liked it because it was unique.
I wouldn't say like.
I mean, I
Liked it.
respect them
Okay.
for coming up with a unique idea,
Okay.
but
Okay.
I don't like scary movies.
Okay.
Like,
Okay. Well.
so I guess for a scary movie that I don't like, it's top of the list.
Okay. Okie doke.
I don't know.
I was trying to do a scary film that was like palatable. So I think, did I do okay, or was it
I
far
mean,
scarier
We'll
than?
see how I sleep.
Yeah, I was just gonna say,
Okay.
if I wake up tonight, I'm gonna call you guys so that your sleep is also interrupted.
Oh man, it'd be just like the movie.
Like, mummy.
No, you have to rub his face.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well,
And then
either way.
spoon them, which I thought was
Yeah, that was
weird.
a little awkward.
There's
Anyway.
a lot of weird mother-son spooning, which I found.
Well,
Wasn't
you
a lot
know,
of it.
it was
One real spoony scene.
Anyway.
And that wasn't the horrifying part either, sadly enough.
Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. If you've seen the Babadook, you can talk about it spoiler free in the comments, or you can spoil stuff. You just got to do the thing where you write spoilers and then hit return a bunch, and that's apparently fine. Yeah, I liked it. I'll do a little write up for it later whenever I give it a little more thought. But that's it for today. Have a happy Halloween. We got like 30 trick-or-treaters. Oh, what was the best costume, since you answered the door the most?
What was the best costume?
Yeah, what was the best costume?
Oh crap, I don't know. We had like little princesses and pirates and Thor and
There was a Pikachu and a Luigi, or was it a Mario?
and a
I think it was a Luigi.
transformer. There was a bag of jelly beans. They blew up balloons and put them in a garbage bag and like
Oh,
wore the
that's
garbage
cute.
bag. That was the most creative.
Mm.
But there were definitely some good, solid store-bought ones too. Like,
I know.
Better
I
than-
want to be a bag of jelly beans.
I mean, that might be someone's like aspiration. Well, not for life.
When
but
I want to
for-
grow up, I want to be a
but
bag
but
of jelly
for
beans.
Halloween, like they actually went.
Did you see my
Didn't I say?
costume?
Mal went as
Luigi.
a space artist.
Space artist.
I don't know. I paint in space and it's really hard. If it doesn't adhere, it gets in my eyes. Anyway, let us know how your Halloween went and if you watched a movie. Let's meet back tomorrow, shall
Don't
we?
we?
Don't we?